Hello friends, welcome to fresh new episode of Techie Tuesdays. I'm your host S. Ravi Kumar. Techie Tuesdays is a weekly show where I answer your tech and career related queries. So if you like my answers, then please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends, family and colleagues. Now let's get started with today's questions. Today's first question is asked by Aman Gaikwad. He's asking, which sector in the software industry has the most scopes for jobs with decent packages for web development, app development, game development, or ethical hacking? Aman, the short answer for this would be that whichever sector you are good at or whichever thing you are good at, be it web development, be it game development, be it app development, or be it ethical hacking, if you are good in any one of these, you have a good scope of getting job and higher package. So it's the matter of your skills and your capabilities, not the actual scope of job. However, when we talk statistically, web development comes on the top as it has more growth opportunities. The reason behind that is 80% of IT industry is into IT outsourcing, which involve more or less software development and more or less website development or web development. So in my opinion, if you go into web development, the web development has good scope of growth as well as jobs and decent packages. The second one would be ethical hacking. Because India is a rising IT community, more and more people are joining the IT bandwagon. By IT bandwagon, I mean that more and more people has started using internet services, be it internet on mobile, be it internet on tablet, be in laptops. Along with the increase of work from home jobs, the thing of the security is more and more concerned for more and more companies. So ethical hacking would be the second job or second skill set or second sector of IT industry, which will have more jobs in future, of course. The third one would be, of course, game development, because game development is also increasing as handheld devices are becoming more and more faster. So now more and more people are getting into playing games on mobile, and mobile game development is, of course, increasing with day by day. Mobile game development industry is increasing day by day. So in my opinion, the third sector would be game development, and the last sector would be app development. The reason app development came into last in my list, because app development projects are very lesser duration, mostly 3 to 6 months, whereas web development projects are pretty longer duration projects, and web development products or be it game development products are pretty longer duration projects. Whereas in case of app development, usually people try to use freelancer. The companies, most of the service based companies I have worked with, they have very small app development teams, and it's costlier to maintain two different teams for iOS, Android, and there are many skill based challenges also there. Although there are solutions related to that, like Flutter from Google and Xamarin from Microsoft to create cross platform apps. However, those of out of these, Xamarin has not picked up that much in Indian market, and Flutter is of course growing. So many companies are investing in Flutter, even though the app development projects are of lesser duration. So not much people or not much companies are getting interested into app development. So in my opinion, the sequence would be web development number 1, ethical hacking number 2, game development number 3, and app development number 4. Next question is from Siddharth. He's asking, how frequently do I have to upskill myself in the software industry? Siddharth, the honest answer to this would be whenever you have to change job, because that's how IT industry operates, or that's how current IT professionals of India operate. They upskill themselves whenever they have to change job or whenever they have to change designation. However, as a person, if you want to grow regularly, then I would say that you have to upskill yourself as frequently as possible. Maybe you can take out 2 hours daily or 1 hour daily, depending upon your schedule, for learning new technology in your domain or your field. So if you are learning in Java, so look out what is happening in the world of Java. If you are working in C Sharp, look out what is happening new in the world of C Sharp. Read about those, probably contribute to some open source applications or write some blogs. So in order to upskill yourself, I would say give some time daily, probably 2 or 3 hours daily, continuously, if you want to keep on upskilling yourself. However, usually IT professionals don't do that. They usually upskill themselves whenever they are looking for job change, or whenever they are looking for, or whenever they are being forced by the company to get upskills in a particular technology in which they are getting project. So the practical scenario is mainly it's forced by company, or it is forced by a motivation to job change. But otherwise, in general, you should keep on upskilling yourself as much as possible. Maybe on daily basis, learn something new. Next question is from Rajat Saxena. He's asking, I am an experienced Node.js developer who has recently discovered .NET. How can I become proficient with .NET provided I know most of the software engineering concepts, approaches, and architectures? Rajat, the simplest way to become proficient in anything is by practicing as much as you can. I have answered about this earlier also, that if you want to become proficient in any language or framework, spend at least 2 to 3 hours daily on developing or working something related to that language or framework. So my suggestion for you would be to create an application or create a website, anything sample related to which you can add in your portfolio related to .NET, and basically showcased on your GitHub profile. Or you can do, what you can do is you can contribute to any open source application. One such open source application I would suggest is Expenser, which I develop during my live stream on weekly basis. I haven't done live stream since last 3 weeks, but I will start doing it again from coming week. So every Saturday at 11:30 or 12 p.m. I do live stream where I train or I develop a full stack web application. I discuss about one topic. Along with that, I am also following 100 days of code challenge, where I am developing or writing code daily for at least 1 or 2 hours and contributing to either that open source application or any other application which I am developing. So my suggestion for you would be, in order to become proficient, maybe you can follow along this challenge like 100 days of code challenge, or join my live stream, or contribute to any open source project. That way you can not only learn about .NET and become proficient in .NET, you will also build your brand in .NET community. Next question is from Sarthak. He's asking, after my engineering, I had worked for 1.5 years as .NET developer, then did my MBA, now working in management, but I want to work again as a developer. Since it was a 4-year gap with IT, kindly suggest how can I rejoin? Sarthak, frankly speaking, 1.5 years of experience is not considered that much in Indian IT industry. The main reason behind that is there are many fake experience providers in IT industry. Many IT institutes or many small companies give fake experiences to people of 1 year or 1.5 years, and they then start searching job after that. So most of the time companies consider 1.5 years experience or 1 year experience as near as fresher. So in my opinion, you will again be considered as a fresher even after your 4-year gap of doing MBA. So the best option for you would be to stick to your management job and find out ways to grow in that job, or maybe upskill yourself in that job. But if you are really that interested or passionate about learning programming, or if you are really that passionate about getting into developer job again, then the best option for you would be to contribute to open source applications, or you can start doing competitive programming if you can, and then probably you will get some good opportunities in the world of development if you if you are able to make your name in the world of competitive programming, or if you are popular in contributing to some good open source application. So if your open source applications get popular, or if you get good name in competitive programming, then you might be able to get into development again. But otherwise, the only option for you would be to be better in your management job and try to get more opportunities in your management job rather than again moving in development, because there you will be considered as a fresher. Next question is from Kajal. She's asking, if I have knowledge about front end, so can I apply for .NET developer? Kajal, you haven't cleared what front end framework knowledge you have. Do you have knowledge of ASP.NET Web Forms? Do you have knowledge of ASP.NET MVC? Do you have knowledge of Blazor? Do you have knowledge of React.js? Do you have knowledge of Angular? Do you have knowledge of Vue.js? So you haven't cleared that what front end knowledge you have. If you have knowledge of ASP.NET MVC, ASP.NET Web Forms or Blazor, then you are already a .NET developer. You don't, so you can very easily apply for any .NET web developer job, or maybe .NET Windows developer job also, because you can very easily learn about .NET Windows development if you know about C# and .NET framework. How does it work? The basic principles like object-oriented implementing object-oriented concepts in C# and .NET, or you know about the basic concepts of programming using C# and .NET. So if you are any one of these developer, be it ASP.NET web developer, or be it ASP.NET Web Forms developer, or be it ASP.NET MVC developer, then you are already a .NET developer and you can apply for any .NET developer job. But if by front-end framework, or if by front-end you mean to say about JavaScript frameworks like Angular, React or Vue, then you can't apply for a .NET developer job. In that scenario, you need to learn about .NET developer, you need to learn about C#, you need to learn about .NET, you need to learn about how it works, and you need to learn about how to do web development. Or if you are getting into mobile development, then you need to learn about how mobile development is done using C# and .NET. So if you are a JavaScript front-end developer, then you can't apply for .NET developer job. But if you are already a ASP.NET Web API, ASP.NET Web Forms or ASP.NET MVC developer, then you can very easily apply for a .NET developer job. So these were my answers to your tech and career related queries in this episode of Techie Tuesdays. If you want your questions to be featured in next episode of Techie Tuesdays, you can DM me your questions with hashtag Techie Tuesdays on any social media platform. All my social media handles are Techie Rathor. I hope you like my answers, and if you like my answers, then please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends, family and colleagues. So until my next video, take care. Bye bye.